Sergei Magnitsky was an advisor to the British investment fund Hermitage Capital, once the country's biggest equity fund. He uncovered the largest alleged tax fraud in Russian history, involving top officials and the mafia. But Magnitsky soon found himself behind bars. According to his diary entries, he was abused, tortured, and held in squalid conditions. He died just days before the expiry of the one-year limit that he could be held without trial. He was 37. Even the Kremlin's own Human Rights Council admitted he'd not received the proper medical treatment. Only one man faced charges in connection with his death, prison doctor Dmitry Kratov, the deputy head of the jail where he died. He was accused of denying Sergei the urgently needed medical aid, which led to his death. But in May, state prosecutors dropped all charges against him. He was allowed to walk free. Magnitsky's death had diplomatic repercussions. In December, President Obama signed tough anti-Russian legislation named after him, the Magnitsky Act, that bars those accused of human rights violations in Russia from entry into the United States.
I
would thank Obama for adopting this law. Somehow it will keep my son's memory alive. But still, it's sad that he's become well known under these circumstances.
Putin denounced the law and said it poisoned relations between the two countries. The Russian Senate quickly passed a bill banning Americans from adopting orphans from this country as a means of demonstrating the Kremlin's displeasure. On Thursday, a Moscow court will deliver its verdict. Magnitsky's family lawyer said the proceedings had been a disgrace.
Participation in this process is illegal and immoral. Sergei Magnitsky's mother and I characterize it as dancing on the bones of a dead man, because you cannot prosecute someone who is dead.
Sergei Magnitsky's family has always insisted he was innocent. Amnesty International have called this posthumous trial, believed to be the first of its kind in Russia, farcical and cynical. But despite the efforts of the Russian authorities to discredit the young lawyer and destroy his reputation, his name will live on. The Magnitsky Act, US legislation that targets those believed to be responsible for his death and others involved in human rights abuses in Russia. Peter Sharp, Al Jazeera in Moscow.